Een eerste uitnodiging wees hij van de hand. Ik denk niet dat ik de juiste persoon ben voor dit thema. Een tweede uitnodiging, dat bent u wel, maar u weet het nog niet, nam hij aan. Hij is bijna schuw, niet genegen om persoonlijke vragen te beantwoorden, is me van tevoren gezegd. Dat beeld zal niet blijken te kloppen.
For me, a work of fiction exists only insofar as it affords me what I shall bluntly call aesthetic bliss. That is, a sense of being somehow, somewhere connected with other states of being where art, curiosity, tenderness, kindness, ecstasy is the norm.
Alleen zolang het over filosofie gaat, kun je hem tot een redelijk aangenaam gesprek verleiden. Alleen dan. Maar zelfs dan moet je nog verdomd je best doen. Is me gezegd door mensen die hem zeggen te kennen. Welnu, ook dat zal niet waar blijken. Ook al lijkt het even zo te gaan. De eerste 15 minuten.
I confess I do not believe in time. I like to fold my magic carpet after use in such a way as to superimpose one part of the pattern upon another, let visitors trip. And the highest enjoyment of timelessness in a landscape selected at random is when I stand among rare butterflies and their food plants. This is ecstasy, and behind the ecstasy is something else, which is hard to explain. It is like a momentary vacuum into which rushes all that I love, a sense of oneness with sun and stone, a thrill of gratitude to whom it may concern, to the contrapuntal genius of human fate, or to tender ghosts humoring a lucky mortal.
What kind of child were you at primary school? How would you describe yourself?
Shy, withdrawn, ingrown, constantly afraid of being beaten up in the schoolyard, not playing much of a role in any activities, hoping to get away from school as soon as I could.
Why? Because it was...
I just felt awkward and, unable to join in things.
For what reason? Because...
Don't know. It's just a fairly early memory of being asocial.
The schoolyard, do you remember? You're standing alone, or...
Yeah, actually, my memories aren't very strong until about the age of 8 or 7 or 8, something like that, and I was always being moved from school to school. I think I went to 7 or 8 different primary schools, and in each one I would always sort of wonder if I were going to make any friends, and then never did.
But do you know why? The shyness.
Don't know.
Where did it come from? Did it accompany you all your life, or just in childhood?
I've never been very easy in my dealings with people. I mean, I'm a lot better than when I was a child, but still, I tend to avoid parties because I can't think of any small talk to make.
Do you remember, because if you're talking about yourself as a shy boy, escaping the schoolyards, escaping the others in the classrooms, going from school to school 7 or 8 times, you might suppose that there's somebody who reads books in the silence of his room at home. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yeah, according to my parents, I pretty much taught myself to read when I was 4 or thereabouts, and, spent most of the rest of my life reading books.
The world in those books, was it perhaps more important to you than the world outside?
Yeah, much more. The world outside never quite lived up to the books, except for a few scenes in nature, animals, birds, flowers.
What kind of world were you creating by reading books and combining them? To what kind of picture you?
Well, fantasies of power, control, omnipotence, sort of usual childhood fantasies, turning out to be the unacknowledged son of the king, that kind of thing.
Power,
Yeah.
control. The control and power you miss dearly at schoolyard.
Mm-hmm. And I think basically I was looking for some way to get back at the schoolyard bullies by turning into some kind of intellectual and acquiring some kind of intellectual power, though I wasn't quite clear how this was going to work.
Did you manage
Sorry?
to come back to them as the intellectual?
No, I just lost touch with them by living in a world of intellectuals.
During adulthood, after primary school, the situation remained the same. That's to say, you escaping the vulgarity of all daily life and entering into the world of books and fantasy.
Well, actually, I was very lucky because when I was 15, I went to the university. And it was a particular program in a particular university where nobody talked about anything except books. So it was, it was ideal for me, and it was the first situation in which I felt more or less at ease and in control.